Good day, everyone. We are the Group 4A of BSN3B. I'm Stephanie DAYNNE SEñERES, and together with my group mates and Dominic F. Santa.ANA, JANINA, VEANA, TIONKO, ERIELLE, P. TOBIAS, and RENAN TORRES, we're going to present to you our research entitled Self-efficacy of Nursing Students in Online Learning. So for the purpose of our study, this study aimed to determine the self-efficacy of level 3 nursing students in online learning in terms of their demographic profile, such as age, sex, type of internet connectivity, and type of community. Also, to determine the level, significant relationship, and difference between self-efficacy and the three intervening variables, specifically learning in the online environment, time management, and technology use.
Online learning was implemented during the outbreak of the coronavirus 2019. Self-efficacy refers to the ability to accomplish a task and achieve a goal. According to Odokado 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic, undergraduate nursing students reported poor satisfaction and moderate satisfaction with online learning. As a result, schools must make strategic decisions about how to effectively use technology to satisfy the requirements of nursing students. The study also intended to collect information on the self-efficacy of level 3 nursing students in online learning.
Moving on to the methodology, for the research design, the study utilized a quantitative descriptive correlational design. As for the participants of the study, the participants were the level 3 nursing students on their second semester academic year 2021 to 2022 from the University of St. La Salle Bacolod. Sample size for the study was 163, and the study utilized a stratified random sampling. The random selection of participants was through an online website random picker.
As for the research instrument, the tool that we utilize to gather the data is the Modified Standardized Online Learning Self-Efficacy Scale through Google Forms. The first part of the questionnaire is the demographic profile of the participant, and the second part, a Likert scale table with 3 components and 15-item questions. As for the validity of the questionnaire, 3 panel of experts validated the questionnaire with a score of 4.80, indicating that it was excellent. For reliability, the Cronbach alpha coefficient for internal consistency was 0.892, indicating that inferences and interpretation drawn from the questionnaires are good.
Results and discussion. For the demographic profile, a total number of 163 students had participated in the study, and as for the distribution of level 3 nursing students according to age, the majority of the respondents were 21 years old at 76.1%, 12.9% were 20 years old, and 11% were 22 years old and above. As for sex, females a high percentage of 71.8% compared to males, which only has 28.2%. As for the sections A, B, C, and D has a percentage of 14.7% with the same total number of respondents per section of 24, while section E and F has a percentage of 14.1% with a total number of respondents of 23, and lastly, section G, 12.9% with a total number of respondents of 21. In terms of type of internet connectivity, most of the respondents use a fiber optic with 49.7%, 44.5% use a prepaid data or Wi-Fi. Lastly, only a few use broadband. Lastly, for the type of community, 78.5% of the respondents belong to urban areas, while 21.5% are living in rural areas.
Level of self-efficacy in online learning among nursing students in terms of learning in the online environment, time management, and technology use. Table 4 indicated that the self-efficacy in terms of learning in the online environment as a whole, with a mean of 3.80 and a standard deviation of 0.59 was high. Table 5 revealed that the self-efficacy in terms of time management as a whole, with a mean of 4.11 and a standard deviation of 0.52 was high. Table 6 presented that the self-efficacy in terms of technology use as a whole, with a mean of 3.68 and a standard deviation of 0.59 was also high.
Relationship between the level of self-efficacy in online learning in terms of the following and affirmation profile variables. Table 7 shows the result of the relationship between the level of self-efficacy in online learning in terms of learning in the online environment. All p-values score higher than 0.05. Table 8 presents the result of the relationship between the level of self-efficacy in online learning in terms of time management, sex, type of internet connectivity, and type of community scored higher than 0.05. However, age and section scored lower than 0.05. And Table 9 contains the result of the relationship between the level of self-efficacy in online learning in terms of technology use. All p-values score higher than 0.05.
Table 10 presented a difference in the self-efficacy in terms of learning in the online environment. Type of community and sex scored higher than 0.05, while age, section, and type of internet connectivity scored lower than 0.05. Table 11 presented the difference in the self-efficacy in terms of time management. Type of community and sex scored higher than 0.05, while age, section, and type of internet connectivity scored lower than 0.05. Table 12 presented the difference in the self-efficacy in terms of technology use. Type of community and sex scored higher than 0.05, while age, section, and type of internet connectivity scored lower than 0.05.
For the conclusion, the researchers concluded the following based on their summary of findings and interpretation of findings. The majority of level 3 nursing students who were under age of 21 were mostly female and were from section A, B, C, and D. Participants in urban areas outnumbered those in rural areas, and the majority of participants accessed the internet through fiber optics. Nursing students in terms of age, sex, type of internet connectivity, and type of community demonstrated high levels of self-efficacy in terms of learning in the online environment, time management, and technology use. Second, there was no significant relationship between the level of self-efficacy and online learning in terms of learning in the environment and technology used to age, sex, section, and type of internet connectivity and type of community. There was also no significant relationship between the level of self-efficacy and online learning in terms of time management and sex, and type of internet connection and type of community. However, there was a significant relationship between the level of self-efficacy and online learning in terms of time management and age and section. As for the recommendations, the researchers recommend the study to the following: the nursing students, which they may efficiently utilize the online learning as this is the current learning setup. Second are the nursing administrators and nursing educators. The findings of the research may be used as the reference to create programs that may enhance the level of self-efficacy of students, particularly nursing students. Next are the parents and teachers may recommend their responsibility in helping the students develop a high level of self-efficacy. And lastly, to the future researchers, this may improve the study to understand and discover new information in regards to the level of self-efficacy under the online setup.